It's Jane again, and I owe you guys a few answers. Currently, um, this one comes from Frank. He wants to know about what are the things that I really like about being a digital nomad, and also has changing my career been a good move, something like that. But before I get there, obviously, just a quick update. And right now, I'm in this beautiful place called Hoi An. I have a 90-day visa, so we plan on being here in Hoi An for at least 2 weeks. So, as you can see, I'm already gonna answer your question why I love doing what I do. But to really boil it down is, aside from just the flexibility, Frank, that working remotely gives me, it's I really thought about this last night too. It's the travel, because before I even went to college, I never knew what I really wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted to study politics and maybe how the media portrays politics. I didn't know what I was going to do with that, but I always traveled. Whenever I had at least 10 days to myself, I always found myself just planning my next trip. And because nobody would go with me, I always went by myself. So I think that when a friend of mine said, well, if you don't know what to do, then just do what you like to do, and that is traveling. So I really, really love the fact that I get to wake up in a new town every month. If I decide that I want to stay longer, then I can do that. I also like that this is my second time in Vietnam, and the first time I was here, I kind of cruised through Vietnam like in 2 weeks. It was really fast, and I always wished that I could go back one day and just spend more time and get a feel for it. And so I get to call this place my home for as long as I want. Well, 90 days, because that's what the visa says, right? But I can extend it. When I was in Cusco for the third time, because my family's from Peru, I thought I was just going to be there for 4 days. I thought that after James would go through his hiking, that we would just go, because I don't need to be there. It's my third time. But after 4 days, and by the way, while he was trekking and doing his Salcantay trek, I was at this it was like a yoga slash hostel, and I spent my days just meditating and doing yoga. That's all I did, and 4 days turned to 6 weeks, and I really got a good feel for Cusco. So that's what I love about this, is that if you like to travel, if you love calling a new place your home every month or every 3 months, then it would be for you. And the second thing that I really like about this is this idea of being it's the idea of being an intrapreneur, not to be confused with entrepreneur, which is often overglorified, in my opinion. An intrapreneur has many of the same aspects as an entrepreneur, but without all the risk taking. So it's kind of like we get to work for each other on behalf of someone else. We get to work for a company that's bigger than us, or a small business owner, or an entrepreneur. That's my boyfriend back there. And that's what I am doing. I work with various entrepreneurs, and let me tell you, being an entrepreneur is really tough. It's really tough, so I don't get why it's so glorified. It's like they don't even describe the in-between, and I'm seeing what happens in between. It's really tough. Not to say that I would never be one, but I think that if I ever were to be an entrepreneur, I would really have all the tools for that. So I get to work for myself, but when an entrepreneur, whoever my client is, gives me a project, like currently, a new client, she just gave me, she told me to help out with her Facebook group, right? And she just gave me stuff, and I'm just gonna make it my own now. She's not gonna have complete control over it. I want to make it my own, and I really have goals to get people to see this person as an authority in their industry. So I have like a deep incentive within me to make this person's business prosper. So and I also always have to come up with creative ideas, right, to promote this person's brand. So that's what entrepreneur does. Sometimes when they ask me something, can you do this? I'm like, kind of, but I'll teach myself, right? Because that's what I do. I take the responsibility to really take care of my clients. So there you go. 2 things that I really like is traveling and being an entrepreneur. Now, in return, and to answer your question about how has changing my career path changed me, whatever. I never really had a career before I traveled for 2 years. I was on this path to being a nurse. Because I thought I was set. I thought that, okay, once I take these prerequisites, I can go on this two-year program to become a registered nurse. And my mom was really happy. My friends were really happy. I was miserable. So I really had to ask myself, is it something that, am I going to do something that's expected of me or that is true to me? So as I explained before, I've always been passionate about traveling, and I'm really happy that I chose this. I was actually 1 class away from being able to apply to a nursing program. All I had to do was take microbiology. I was getting B's, I was getting C's. All I needed to do was take microbiology, and I would be on my way to become a registered nurse. But if I really want to do that, I know that I would have to retake all these classes, anatomy, chemistry, whatever. I would have to retake those. But if I really want it, then I would do it. And right now, I don't see myself doing that. Okay, so again, if you like this, go ahead and share it with anyone that needs a nudge in the right direction, or maybe is looking to do something like this. Let me know if you have any other questions.